大家好, and we're back with part 2 of Kaya's video. In this video, we're going to be talking about his action lines and his constellations and talents. So let's go ahead and get started.
This will be interesting.
去找点乐子吧。
So the first line I want to talk about is one of his party switch lines. He says, 去找点乐子吧, and they translate it to, this will be interesting. 去找点乐子 means to go find something fun to do in a specific sexual manner, which is why I have him placed right here outside of the perfume making shop, the Chunshang Yao. Yao is also a slang term in some places for brothel, in case you guys didn't know that or didn't get it from the context clues, that this was a very intentional pun that they're doing for this location in the Yue. The first time I did this quest, I was like, wait, hold up, wait, no, yes, no, wait, huh? That was a really fun thing, so that's why I did this screenshot over here. Moving on to his fun lines when he gets his butt kicked.
Don't push your luck. 可恶！适可而止。
Okay, so here he has 2 Mandarin lines versus 1 English line. The Mandarin lines that he uses are 可恶 and 适可而止. 可恶 is both used as a adjective and as like a interjection. For example, you can say 这个人很可恶, like this person is really bad and really evil. That's what it actually means. So when used as like an interjection, like the way he's using it is like, cool. If you watch a lot of anime, I think the closest equivalency here is when the protagonist yells "shiksho" or something like that. Just kind of used as like a god damn it, this sucks kind of deal. The second one is 适可而止. This is a common use phrase, and it just means like, okay, you can stop now. That's cool. Like 适可而止. On to his E skill. His E skill, he has a couple of lines, so let's go ahead and hear them.
Cool it.
老实点儿。
Dodge this.
这个如何？
So the first one we have cool it versus 老实点. 老实点, when you say it to someone in Mandarin, it means to be like, you're trying to correct someone, you'd be like, hey, stay honest, or like, stay good. 你给我老实点 means like, stay within the confines of the rules that I said before you. You'll hear it a lot when you listen to parents talk to kids. 你给我乖乖坐着老实点, like, sit here, be good, and like, be honest, I guess, is the best way. I don't really have a good translation for it, but I like the pun for his cryovision and cooled it a little bit better. The next one we have is dodge this and 这个如何. 这个如何 is more like how's this kind of deal than dodge this. Similar, but there's, like I said, a little bit different right there.
Don't get frostbite.
小心着凉。
This moment will be frozen in time.
这刹那将是你的永恒。
For his ult, we hear again 2 separate lines. Don't get frostbite versus 小心着凉. In Mandarin, when you say 着凉, it means to catch a cold and not frostbite. So 小心着凉 means be careful, don't catch a cold. This moment will be frozen in time is a pretty good literal translation of 这刹那将是你的永恒. 这刹那 means this instant, so this moment is correct. 将是你的永恒 will be your forever is the better translation here. So it's not necessarily that it's frozen in time, it's that this moment will be your forever. So in essence, he's going to freeze you, and that's going to be it for you. His constellations aren't written as literary as Zhongli's or Ningguang's, and they're generally in a adjective noun combination. So it's pretty reasonable translations, and we can start looking at those. excellent blood. I think what they really meant was excellent bloodline. 血脉 or 血脉 is the bloodline kind of deal. So for people who like watching anime, if you remember Naruto, Sasuke, and the Sharinganai, like that's kind of the deal here. He has comes from an excellent bloodline, so there's some lore reasoning behind or lore guesses behind his eye patch and where he's from, and maybe that's part of where his power comes from. But blood is not correct. Bloodline is really what they're looking for. Second constellation, never-ending performance. Mandarin is 无尽的双舞. Wu-Jin is never-ending, so unlimited. Here, performance doesn't really translate properly. It's 双舞. 双 is frost, and 舞 is dance. Kaeya is basically a Yuri on Ice character at this point, right? I'm dancing on ice. I'm a cryo character. His C3 actually has Dance of Frost, so I think there's probably something got switched here in the localization because Dance of Frost would be a little bit better for the one before, and this one is 凛冽的冰系. It means piercing cold of like a frost play. I don't know, like all the adjectives that they're using in Mandarin is like super cold, super cold, super cold, and some sort of like dance or some sort of action afterwards. So it's not necessarily a dance for this one, more like a show or performance. So I really think that the never-ending performance was supposed to be this one, and the Dance of Frost was supposed to be the one before that. Kiss of Frost is accurate. It's missing the jihan. Jihan is really, really cold. Han is another adjective for cold. Ji is like ultimate. So, like pinnacles. So sometimes we'll say like 南极, 北极, those are the North Pole and South Pole. So 极寒的亲吻 is super cold kiss, frozen kiss. Again, at some point you run out of adjectives for saying something is really cold, and that's just what it is. We have the same problem with this one. Frostbiting embrace, it's 制冷的拥抱. Again, super cold hug. Very similar to jihan. Jihan and 制冷 are synonyms in adjectival descriptions of it's really freaking cold. The last one, I really, really like the translation for it because the literal translation from Mandarin is 轮旋的冰凌, which is spinning ice spiky things, spinning ice cones. Glacial Whirlwind sounds great, so good job by the localization team here. Last but not least, we're going to go straight into talents. For his E, they translate it as Frostna. Mandarin is 双喜. So if you remember from a little bit earlier, I said 双 is frost. 喜 in this one is 偷袭, so to ambush. So frost ambush, Frostna, I guess he's not really biting. The ambush makes sense because it's really quick and it's like an instant cast. So I don't know if there's a good English way for being like, surprise! But that's really what it should be. Cold-blooded strike. They have 冷血之剑. I guess this is fine because even though Jin means sword, so it's like sword of cold blood, it's more like a strike because he's using a sword. He's not really using something else. I guess you could have called it like sword of cold blood, like I said, or something like that. Overall, this one's also pretty decent. And that is it for the translation differences for Kaeya, everyone. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I think I found one that I want to do next time is Xinyan, because when I was making this video, the whole do better mihoyo thing came up, and I want to address some stuff that, from my personal view, I thought they were doing good with, and that's enveloped a lot in Xinyan's story. So that's something I want to talk about next. If you have a character that you want me to talk about, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Again, thank you all for watching these videos. I'm having a lot of fun making them.